And now let's get down to business. The Kenya Tourism Federation is warning that the country risks losing its competitive edge in the region following the disruptive changes to the Kenya Wildlife Service park fee payment system. The system, dubbed KWSPay, has introduced an additional 5% gateway fee per transaction and 3.5% processing charge. The stakeholders are now urging KWS to revert to eCitizen payment platform.
The government has been working to boost tourism revenue to over 600 billion shillings annually by 2027 through measures aimed at improving visitor experiences, expanding domestic tourism and digitizing services. However, stakeholders now warn that the recent introduction to a 5% gateway fee per transaction could undermine these efforts by complicating transactions and inflating costs for visitors.
Industry is not opposed to technology. We are not opposed to onboarding on the systems. We're not opposed to the system. It's actually quite a nice looking system. The problem here is the charges and the way that they have come up, unexpected and unknown.
You make it difficult, even just to pay park fees, right? You want to sell a national park, and somebody is here and cannot make a payment because he's being told so many stories. He'll forgo it. And they say, next time I go to Uganda, I'll take a trip. So you are limiting the same numbers you are trying to get. We need to make it easier for people to actually take safaris in Kenya.
Two operators complain that removal of bank transfers, which is the preferred method for bulk payments, will force them to rely on card payments that attract up to 3.5% additional cost.
When KWS wakes up one day and decides to give us 2 days' notice to increase the park fees, that means we now have to go back to our clients to ask them for more money. And we're not talking a small increase. The park fees have moved, if I just take an example of Nairobi National Park, from $43 to $90 to $80, it's almost 50% increase.
It is an extra over $7,000 for this specific client. When we take that into consideration, we are likely to see a reduction in numbers. Kenya is perceived, not necessarily rightly, but they're perceived to be an expensive destination when comparing park fees.
The federation, which includes the Kenya Association of Hotel Keepers and Caterers and the Kenya Association of Air Operators, say the charges have disrupted bookings and cash flow, warning that continued cancellations could lead to debt, business closure and job losses across the sector.
Once you've given a quote, the agent is liable. If for whatever reason there's an increment, that's it. The agent is out of pocket. So basically what we're saying is we're going to bankrupt agents.
Trevor Ngendo for Lunchtime News.